moments over the years, from ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Working that left side now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that is another first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to throw again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around it?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Flips it out to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Gonna swing it on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Better find the defense on third down. The lone back's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Unloads quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Safe completion on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out! This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kendricks. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. He wants to throw it again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking for room. It's Peppers. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking left. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Kendricks. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finds the tight end. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Peppers. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. This quarterback part of their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on him if they can stop him on 3rd down. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll do it himself. There he goes! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job there, getting some yards with his legs. It makes it so difficult to stop this Clemson offense. And for years now, you've had to worry about all the NFL talent they've been recruiting at the wide receiver and running back positions and tight end positions. But how about when you've got a quarterback that can hurt you throwing the ball and running it as well? This guy makes it so difficult on defenses.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Kendricks. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut.
Touchdown, Clemson! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Peppers. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. On on the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off play action. He's got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. It's on target and complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's second and long. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peppers. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
That makes the score Clemson 27, South Carolina 16.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for room. It's Kendricks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep sprinting. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Second down.
Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wants to throw on third down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's in the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Kendricks. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Got the quick pass. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Second down.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. Runs through a tackle. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Got him, and nobody's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. And he's dragged down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.